Hey YouTube, what's up? This is the Reluctant RB back again with my news and views, my views on some of the news. And this is what I have going on. First of all, I would like to say, Vasses Los, Bonjour mes amis, Wait to the Bang, Ni hao ma, Konnichiwa, Kedu, Bawani, Sani Bonani, and Jambo Habarigani. Alright. Title of this video is going to be The Legacy of Whordom Passed Down Through Generations from Mother to Daughter. The real story. And I'm going to tell you the reason I put it like that. But first, I would like to do a shout out to Lone Star Motors, where I had bought a vehicle over the weekend. And they gave me a good deal on the vehicle, but that's not why I'm really shouting them out. Most dealerships don't want to deal with you any other things once they sell you the vehicle. You know what I'm saying? Unless you come in and get that expensive service. But these guys looked out for me. What happened was I drove my SUV to the dealership. First of all, I got in contact with my salesman, who's Gage, right? Gage, we haggled and came to a deal over the phone. And he got the deal okay through his management system. Now, I drove from somewhere else to the DFW area. So Lone Star Motors is located in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Drove to Dallas in my vehicle because what I would save was so significant that it made sense to buy this car in Dallas and drive it back to where I live, right? So I drove there, and what they did for me is they allowed me to leave my old vehicle there, and they stored it for me and kept it safe. Then they picked me up from the megabus station. So they sent a driver to pick me up, and they stored my vehicle over the whole weekend. No problem. All right, and I said, I told them I'm gonna have to shout you out on one of my videos. So if you're in the Dallas DFW area, these guys would have picked me up from the airport or the bus stop to come to get my vehicle, and they sent the driver pick me up from the bus stop to come back to get my old vehicle, to take that home. So not only did they store it, but they picked me up after the sale. All right, these are some good guys. All right, so I told them I would shout them out. I don't think they believe me, but anyway. So having said that, let me get into this video. And with the news titled this video is Parents Stunned After a Girl Had Sex with as many as 24 boys in a school bathroom. Alright, what I'm titling is The Legacy of Whordom Passed Down Through Generations, Mother to Daughters. The real story. And I said the real story because that's what this story should have been. Right? Now, this is how the news media have it. Some parents question how this could happen at the school. Here's a quote. Well, they should be walking around the halls, said some parents. All right, and others said they trust the school district to handle the situation. I trust them to take care of it, one woman said. I really do think that it's their job and they will take care of it. So this doesn't sound like a surprise. You see what I'm saying? But the news painted like parents stunned and shocked, dazed and confused, right? The sheriff's office said the girl's mother is not planning to press charges. How are you going to press charges on teenage boys running a train on your daughter who just do that, right? She's been doing it since middle school, apparently, right? So if you don't believe me, because, you know, some of y'all are not going to believe me, a black man looking at this from a black man's perspective, you know, I have to prove everything, you know, through the white media. And for all you black women coming to my channel, oh, stop putting our stuff out there. You're airing dirty laundry. No, I'm not. The news is. All I'm doing is warning brothers, warning righteous men to stay away from trifling women, to take our D and go home, to stop screwing black women. Now, for sisters, remember, there's a difference between a black woman who thinks she's a feminist, don't need no man, don't need no father, don't think that her children, which is not her children, need a father because she can get welfare and all that stuff from the government and stuff like that. So she don't need no father. That's why the Hispanics are moving up. That's why everybody's moving up except the black community, because the black community is run by the black woman. However, if you see the black working men, they're doing well. If we get with somebody other than a black woman, we prosper. And that's sad. But just in case you don't want to believe me and take my word for it, check out the video. Check out the news. Oh, that's who's putting them. And it's not the news putting the black women out there. It's the black women putting themselves out there by doing some jacked up mess like what you're about to hear.
We're investigating reports of multiple teenagers having sex in a school bathroom during the school day. Girl told deputies it happened at South Fort Myers High on Wednesday morning. I'm Jeff Butera.
I'm Christopher Gasson.
Listen to the story.
It says there was one girl inside the bathroom and 25 boys were seen going in and out of that bathroom.
Parents stunned.
Oh, that girl been doing that ever since middle school.
Parents stunned. See, look at
this.
this.
It got out of hand when the teachers found out.
Been doing that in their family. Her mama did it. Her grandma did it. My grandma even know about it. What's the white girl name? Jessica. White Horse. Yes, Jessica White Horse. Nasty. They all get caught fucking in classroom. All of them.
That is one low-down, trifling ass family. Way back in the day, her great-great-grandma is the reason Rosa Parks sat in the front of the bus, because she was back there sucking.
Rachel Polanski, ABC 7.
Ooh, wee! Did you hear that? Rosa Parks is she's the reason that Rosa Parks sat in the front of the bus. Her grandmother is the reason Rosa Parks sat in the front of the bus, because she was back there sucking. And they cut that short. All right, now you see how the news tried to pump this up. Surprise, everybody's surprised. And then when you talk to the family, surprised about what? They've been doing this. She's been doing it since middle school. The girl's been screwing boys in the bathrooms since middle school. The teachers just found out. The boys in the story and these girls, they are products of the single mother nation that has been propped up by the system. And this is what you get when black women get to sleep with any thug they want and get paid welfare, child support, and everything. They need to get rid of child support. They really do. If they get rid of child support, we will have more accountability. Women will have more accountability as to who they sleep with. Oh, you best be sure they'll sleep with a dude that want to be a daddy versus that one that don't. Understand this. All right. A community run by women in any nation. In any nation, a community run by women, it's doomed. It's doomed. It's doomed to failure. The principal is running this school. Of course, she's not going to know what's going on. you got nothing but women in this school. All right, so the boys aren't going to learn no discipline. They're not going to learn self-discipline. They barely teach them math and stuff like that. Why do you think there's no music class in school anymore? They got the band, but that's not a curriculum. It's because music, to play an instrument, requires a level of discipline. The more disciplined you are, the better you get at an instrument. But they took all the things that require discipline out of school. They teach to this Common Core crap. All right. Then you fill the teacher with just females. All right. And then you take a whore's female that had a grandmother and mother that was a whore also, put her in the bathroom, and then you wonder why you got a line of dudes outside the bathroom. Here's the scary part. The dudes have no self-respect that they will go and run a train. Okay, I can understand the first dude, but I can't understand why any dude after that would hit that. You know, like lying behind, like, okay, you done, then I'm going to go right after you. I don't know. I mean, look at how nasty that is, y'all. All right, and so no one outside the school is surprised. No one outside the school is surprised. But the news tried to make it look like that the community was shocked and awe. But you see that? That nobody was shocked. Nobody was awed. It just is what it is. It is what it is. That they know a lot of these girls are hot like that and they're whores. They've been trained by their mothers to be whores. All right, and they call them by name. They even they called the name on the news. And the news printed it. Now, for all you black women coming, oh, you're putting our stuff out in the community. No, the white people did. I just take it and put the scripture behind it so that I warn us black men to stay away from trifling black women. I will never argue with a dude that want to talk to a white woman. I will never argue with a dude that want to talk to a white woman. I promise. No more. As a matter of fact, I almost would encourage it. I wish that there was enough sisters to go around where a man can find a sister as a mate. But I'm starting to see that it's just, I mean, black women are so ignorant that it's hard to even get one to say hi to you. Much less get to the point where you can make a relationship. Black women are so trifling that everything that they do is turning into destruction. So you got this one, right? Then you got this story. A Black Lives activist was arrested and accused of trafficking a 17-year-old girl for prostitution. You notice the thing here? Online records show that Charles Wade, 33, was arrested on April 25th in Maryland. He was held on 7 counts of relating to human trafficking and prostitution. Wade was bailed out shortly after his arrest, according to a statement released May 18th. He's active in the Black Lives Matter civil rights movement and a co-founder of the protest group Help or Harsh. You see this? Now, remember, this group is about getting rid of heteronormativity, as they say. The nuclear family, patriarchy, fathers. That's her goal. The one in the middle. It came out of her mouth. Y'all seen the videos. Y'all know the lady that was interviewing her. So if y'all haven't seen the videos, those that are new to my channel and have not seen the videos, talk to some of the brothers and they could probably lead you to the video, give you the title of the video. And I'm going to try to find it and put it in the description box eventually. But she wants to get rid of fathers. Like I said, these black women are demon-possessed, devils, witches. A bunch of gay women. That's who runs this Black Lives Matter movement. This is the Black Lives Matter movement. Gay men, but mainly gay women. So you eliminate the men, black woman. For those of you that's going to come and try to thumbs this down and stuff like that, you eliminate the men, and then you take up for the guy that's running a hoe ring and black mothers teaching their daughters to be hoes. But you have a problem with a black man calling this stuff out. Alright, and so this is what you have. You have black women proudly being whores. For 23:28, for thus saith Master Yahweh, see, I am giving you into the hands of those who you hate, into the hands of those from whom you're being turned in disgust. Black women have become disgusting. 23 and 29, and they shall deal with you in hatred, and they shall take away all you have worked for, and they shall leave you naked and bare, and the nakedness of your whoring shall be uncovered, and the wickedness of your whoring. I do this to you because of your whoring after the Gentiles, which you have been defiled by their idols. Hello, Christianity. Hi, Christians. There it is. Whoop, there it is. I paused there so that you can just think about that and read this. So they bought into Christianity. Now the black women not only whore after Christian religion, not only do it destroy our children, the minds of our children, it destroys the behavior of the black women to where they end up to be like this. You have walked in the way of your sister, and I shall give her cup in your hand. Thus said Master Yahweh, drink your sister's cup, the deep one. Why? You being laughed at and mocked at. So that's us now with the black woman laughing and mocking her. For it holds much. Be defiled with drunkenness and sorrow, the cup of astonishment and ruin, the cup of your sister. Shamaron. And you shall drink it, and shall drain it, and gnaw its shards, and tear at your own breath, for I have spoken, declared Master Yahweh. Therefore, thus saith Master Yahweh, because you have forgotten me, and cast me behind your back, the black woman have done that, therefore you shall bear your wickedness and your whorings. So, see the smile on their faces? This has what become of the black woman. All right, this is what become of the black woman. My final thoughts, brothers, I'm going to keep it coming. All right, because it's just dawned on me, this behavior is not going to change. We fight them. We need to deal with them and fight them. We need to deal with them harshly. And we need to deal with them as if they're coming after us to destroy us. With anything we have in our hands, anything we have in our minds, we fight these wenches called the black women. They are not our friend. They are our sworn enemy. Remember, you saw them smiling to be the white man's whore. All right, which means that they are the enemies to the righteous man. With that said, I'm out. You gotta just walk them, and walk them. Bye-bye.